Hey people, 5 aces here, and whoa, what the hell? What in the name of funky fresh tarnation are those oversized bushels of parsley doing here on my Tiberian Dawn map? Jesus Christ, that's throwing me off the loop. Look guys, I had a carefully constructed narrative for this episode, but that's all gone out the window right the moment I saw those oversized bushels of parsley or whatever. What was the map designer smoking? Jesus Christ. Alright, don't answer the question, I already know the answer. It's like wheat out of 420. Alright, let's get back on track here. We are in Tiberian Dawn. This map needs a lawnmower, and our 2 opponents for the day are MegaTank sporting the red trunks, and definitely sending out his lawnmower man to cull down those blades of grass and parsley. And his opponent, XXX, DankMemes XXX. You know it's a serious account when he's got triple X's at the beginning and at the end of the name. Awesome. So that's gonna throw us for a loop here. And both as... Oh no, that's not versus GDI. Awesome. That's a GDI for MegaTank and... sorry, not for MegaTank and GDI for DankMemes. This is gonna be exciting. Is that a... Ooh, almost catching the engineer off guard. Nope. Why are you even going for the hospital, by the way? So is that a DT Luna Smurf, because he's from Belarus and he used to go by the name DankMemes? No. Okay, Netherlands. So it's a player who I have not heard about, but that doesn't detract us from the fun here. Alrighty. We haven't been in Tiberian Dawn for a while. I've revisited it right here because I want to just highlight some of the nuances that this game offers. Nice camping here by Carl the Minigunner. I mean, he's not, so he's probably not Carl. He's camping. Ooh, juicy. And the regen from the hospital ain't gonna save you here. 1-for-1 trade. Fair deal, I'd say. Anyway, some of the more nuanced features of this mod. Ouch. Namely, for example, there is the problem of the cargo plane for Nod, which always delivers its payload a couple seconds later than the GDI pendant, right? Because the war factory, weapons factory, just opens its doors and spews out forth the vehicle, which is in the long run going to lead to a massive disadvantage for Nod, especially if you're neglecting your queues, because then the plane has to fly in every single time, and the traveling distance is not accounted for by build time, so you're always going to be a couple seconds behind. Also, your opponent in a left versus right map is always going to know what you're building. And I already told this on stream, but I have got a great idea on how to balance this. It's actually, my idea would be that the GDI weapons factory door is jammed, and it needs a janitor to open the door. And he's only got like an old hand crank, and it just cranks open the door, and it takes like 10 seconds scaling with the map. Alright, so we're seeing a triple Humvee opener. That's gonna be pretty nasty, considering the timing, because MegaTank went for a super greedy 1 harvester into 2nd harvester out of the airstrip build, which is gonna delay his early aggression by quite a bit. It's gonna stifle it. One of the Humvees falling prey to the carefully placed guard tower, but at least he had a guard tower, otherwise it would have been mincemeat already. That's how cutthroat and brutal that is. Wow! Comm center off 1 harvester. That's an old school build, back from way back in the days when the Norman meta was ruling, when everyone was just rushing mammoth tanks off of 2 harvesters. And games took 30 minutes back then, because no one was building eco. People just wanted to go for the big stuff. Especially Norman popularizing this. Can you harvest those crystals, by the way? I believe you can't. Anyway, this is basically this is the mother of low econ maps. You're gonna be so broke playing this. You've got a tiny little crystal spawner, a blossom tree. I guess it's at least blue, but it's not gonna yield you much income, and you have to go for long distance mining, which smartly MegaTank is doing. So he's on 3 harvesters now, and that's gonna yield him some income. Oh, interception! Nice interception here, immediately getting rid of the first recon, and that's gonna stifle the econ for just a little bit. I really like the timing pressure builds from DankMemes here, who has gone for lots of early Humvees to stifle any infantry pressure, and now he's built the first medium tank, and the first medium mixed with a couple infantry is just immediately rolling in and trying to harass the harvester, because he knows that Nod doesn't have much recourse at this stage of the game. Oh, that's so nice. Base defense is being built, but look at the damage that this medium tank is punching out. Oh, sick pincer maneuver with the Humvees too. Yeah, never had a chance. That's awesome play here. So I really would like... Where is this going? If he has good micro and kills all the rockets, this is gonna be a lethal push already. Wow, the push back here. Oh, in comes a turret. Turret's online. He's going for the power. That's a smart move, and MegaTank is going to be car blocked for a long time. But I would really like to see him, DankMemes, move his units. Yeah, he's now trying... Oh, he was blocking the barracks as well. Good stuff, good hustle. He's now trying to tackle the rocket soldier. Yeah, at least some damage being inflicted. And that's not a long power shutdown, he's paid his bills. MegaTank, that is. So, immediate MCV move out for DankMemes and a second harvester. You know what the bleak future of Tiberian Dawn needs? An automated lawnmower bot, because seriously, I can't look at these things. You need like a, what are those called, a Roomba? Roomba only for blades of grass. So much pressure coming in, now 2 mediums, and immediately scaring away the recon bikes. Recon bikes need to scurry, need to GTFO. This area is too hot for them. Oh, and the turrets are tracking too, I love the bug. In this situation it's so useful, because you're always gonna know where your opponent is gonna park his recons. You can always train your tanks on that. Left-hand side is also... Yeah, this map is a bit one-dimensional, I'd have to say, because there is, like, really no flanking route. The only thing you can do is tech rush and maybe go for Orca harassment. No one expects the Spanish Orca harassment. Like, just coming over the cliffs. Don't be so smart. But no. It's like... It's hard to afford them. And your opponent, if your opponent is not, it's super easy to go for a couple... what are they called? Mobile SAMs mixed in. That's gonna be good pressure, and the recons are not kiting back. What a misplay. Yikers. Lots of mediums and lots of minigunners. This is gonna be proved to be quite a deadly and lethal combination to tackle. I guess that's it for the second airstrip. No way he can get a turret in time, and he doesn't have the build radius anyway, so rip in pieces. Oh, all the infantry so wounded, and... Oh, wouldn't you know it. The hospital effect is kicking in. They are here to stay. They are here to stay and here to trade. Good micro by the rockets, though. So, what MegaTank did there is not exposing his rockets to rifle fire. That was pretty good. Nice play by DankMemes, immediately kiting back and culling the rockets with his rifle. Just going a bit too deep maybe here. Oh, the switch and bait. MegaTank giving him the old switch and bait, and in comes another push on the left-hand side. This is already looking bleak here for MegaTank. All he's got going for him is his mass eco. If he can hold on. So much pressure off of 2 harvesters. How does this man do it? This is just a lethal push. Holy crap. Let's check the assets here. And the dire straits for MegaTank versus DankMemes. Assets are quite even, but most of the assets for MegaTank are in static D and in harvesters. Big eco lines. Alright, and this... Oh my goodness, the airstrike. Perfect angle. Wow. 10 out of 10. What a barbecue. That's like Straya, mate. The barbecue of legends. That was brutal. That was almost the entire push stifled. So all he has to do here is pop another gun turret. Yeah. And the threat is basically nullified. And really what DankMeme needs to do with his low econ build is find harvester snipes. He can't really directly engage into the base. There is mass gun turrets everywhere. Sprawling gun turrets, sprawling guard towers. So that's smart. I like what he's doing here is camping. And on a map this low econ, you know, it's hard to say it, but a service depot might be the right course of action. I know. A service depot in TD, that's kind of blasphemy. I agree, but desperate times call for desperate measures, right? Ooh, Zuka to the back armor. Exposed back armor, killing the medium tank. Don't lose this one, it's like Vet 2. Vet 2 medium tanks are so fast and kick such a punch. Pack such a punch here. Oh, again low power from medium tank. He's running out of real estate. This is a map where you're never gonna get a second MCV off. Alrighty, that's good. He's trying to find the corners, trying to cut down the harvester lines. That's probably the smartest move he can do here. DankMemes, I really like his build style there. Just needs to park here. Really, he doesn't need to do anything else. He doesn't need to go deep. That's not necessary. Where are they gonna harvest? This can be camped easily. This is like, this is just a little... This is not even income. This is welfare. This is state welfare. Oh, he loses another medium there. And another gun turret popped. This is so good, this position. You can bait infantry into the Tiberium. And really, how do you dislodge this? You just need an overwhelming force of medium tanks, which MegaTank definitely is not in the position to afford right now. He's still in one airstrip too. I mean, there's one weapons factory. With this low econ... Oh, he's added a third harvester. I like what he's doing there. So slowly scaling up. I really would have liked to see the these two medium tanks being parked here and camping the blue tip. Look, that's like every pass of those harvesters is going to be 1k. That's one avenue that MegaTank can take back into this game, even after this crazy early game pressure. So he's now building his a couple artilleries as well. Lots of rocket soldiers. He's playing so defensively. There is no need for him to move out right there. More turrets being popped. Why though? Why though? Best thing for a DankMemes would be an Orca transition. Just completely cut down on medium tanks. They're not needed anymore. Yeah, disengagement. That's overkill. Oh, friendly fire too. Not like this. This has done more harm than good. Had he just moved forward with his minigunners, he would have had that. Alright, that artillery, nice freebie. But in come lots of infantry, and this is where he would have needed the airstrike. Just clustered infantry, instead of just 5 random rockets. Also a bit too slow on the back micro there. On microing back his tank. Ooh, nice. Getting the killing blow with a light tank on a sliver of health. And there's a big push, but really, that's minigunners and medium tanks. There is static D literally everywhere. This has been the entire point of the build of MegaTank. He has made it his point to play as defensively as humanly possible. He's probably gonna lose his comm center in the wake of this. But is it really gonna matter? We're gonna see. We're gonna have to see. Yeah, comms center taking so much damage from just 2 mediums. There she goes. Good night, Lucy. Now you should camp the harvesters. Every single harvester that's dead is gonna stall the eco more. Oh my goodness, this push has not been stopped yet. Lots of rockets and 1 artillery. If he gets any more kills with this, I'm gonna be so sad. Ooh, DankMemes, you're throwing the game here. He's giving it all away. He's on 3 harvesters still. Low power. Barracks have just now come online. I think he lost his first set. Oh, okay, there we go. That's nice. Wow, those rocket soldiers were really low on health, so they can actually be dueled by mediums. Oh, he's gonna lose 1 regardless. It's a bit sloppy. He has a couple of rifles there. Oof, after all that's said and done. 4, 5 harvesters, but not minding the middle is MegaTank, so he's held on. He has weathered the storm, and now he's ready for a counter-offensive. And pretty much DankMemes has run out of steam. Look, 3 harvesters. Not a very scaling build. Nice early aggression, but I think this is going to be a big pushback. The comeback has actually happened. He has missed his timing window to inflict any serious structural damage. Those little pockets of units are just not going to be manageable with the eco this stalling. We're going to check the econ graph right there. Well, they are approaching each other at a really rapid rate. The focus fire is good. The light tank is gonna go down. Alright, so at least this push is stopped. Please don't lose another medium. Yeah, he's doing it. Oh, but he's gonna get flanked. He's now gonna get outplayed, the old nod 1-2 punch. Left, right, left, right, left, right. That's the classic nod move there with the more mobile recons. And they found their way into the eco lines. That's the play that MegaTank really needs. APC transition. Good-ish. Especially against the recons, but really, what can you do? He's losing 1/3 of his eco right there. There she goes. And the recon is still alive. Recon's still online there. Is that barbed wire by DankMemes? No, wait. Nah, that was there. Right, that's natural. Naturally occurring barbed wire fence always goes together with Parsley. Oh my goodness, he's found the flank of the remaining 2 harvesters. This is the lifeblood, the lifelines of DankMemes. He doesn't have any econ to follow this up with anymore. This is just the last them. Oh, recon's so deadly. And the medium tank is taking the scenic route as well. This is so hard here. He needs to find his way into the chasm, but I think the pathfinding keeps bugging out. Oh, an interception. Intercepted. Down goes the medium, that's the second to last here. 1 harvester, and the 1 harvester is under fire too. He needs to micro it back. He needs to micro his harvesters a bit better. But really, it's all moot. There's a counter push, but so much static D, you can't fight your way through this. Last Harvester in peril, almost going down. The kiting with the recons is good, like, because you need to move, keep them moving, and need to get closer to your target. Wow! Is this medium tank off? Is it offline? Seems to be a shutdown on the medium tank. Oh my goodness! DankMemes being torn apart after a fantastic early game. Oh, and popping another Harvester right into the recons. Just offering a sacrifice to the recon bike gods. I guess that would be if, like, Bike Rush owns would be the god of recons in general. If you guys don't know him, Bike Rush owns is like the guy who's winning every single Kane's Wrath and CNC3 tournament. And is doing a fantastic job dominating the scene there. But seems like recons are also pretty strong in Tiberian Dawn. Who would have known? Hey! Vet 3 regen plus the hospital regen kicking in. Is it enough to withstand this onslaught? No, sir. Ah, one Harvester on a silver of health. Not like this. Two minigunners closing the sack here. Oh, they're closing the sack, but not fast enough. The recons are just too mobile, and this is a huge, this is a massive force of wait, what? Oh no! He lost his Tiberium minigunners on the Tiberium. Minigunners on the Tiberium is what I meant to say there. Yeah, the last recon bike push is gonna close the sack. There is a second Harvester online, but literally no assets for him. He's been low powered the entire time, no war factory, no static D up. We're just waiting for this game to finish. This is just a victory lap. Alright, enjoy your show, medium MegaTank. Enjoy your show, buddy. How about you show of force? But this is a pretty good demonstration of how Nod needs to be aggressive. Not always... it is said that Nod needs to be always on the offensive, but he was playing so defensively here. And really what he did was just weather the storm. Just playing defensively, playing a superb defense game, and eventually outscaling. That was beautifully played by both, and I really love the timing pushes by DankMemes. Just the early couple medium tanks, immediately rally pointed into the middle. Yeah, artilleries. Wrecking your base since 1995. I think that's the date of inception, right? Oh, last Harvester going down. Those recons have just proven their worth in gold. Not that their weight is their weight class is a bit low, but hey. Oh, flame tanks to close it out as well. What a game! Yeah, just a good defensive hold here from MegaTank. Proves that he doesn't need to play defensively, offensively with Nod. Really, all he needed to do was sit back, wait for mistakes from his opponents, and eventually outscale him with the econ. But there's more. There's gonna be a second game in this, which I'm going to cast in the same session, so see you in a second.
Battle control terminated.
Alright, this is the rematch, and finally someone has the guts to bust out the Weed Whacker. The Tiberium Weed Whacker, all the wacky parsley stuff is gone, and we're back on a normal map. But it's kind of the same format. It's got a big barrier in the middle, and you can basically only decide, do I want to attack from the right or the left hand side. Now, this has got a bit more nuance to it, because you still got those flanking routes, which are very long and not as lucrative. But whoa, atrocities committed. Oh, see you in Den Haag, buddy. See you in Den Haag, DankMemes. You know you're from the Netherlands. You're already basically there. So, have fun. Alright, so DankMemes, this time again, I think not going for a Rax first build. Rax first build's kind of fallen out of the meta in Tiberian Dawn. And the reason for that is that you're not really... usually infantries are so slow that you're not exerting too much pressure, because your opponent, by the time your infantry out there, is already going to have either a defense queued up or a war factory. So vehicles are so much more mobile here, as you can see, as evidenced by the Humvee zooming around the map. It's got a bad case of the zoomies here, taking a Zook shot for its troubles as well. Oh, is he going to be able to finish it off? The chase, the high-speed chase, relentless, but no. I'm gonna actually stay zoomed in for a while. I enjoy this. Really enjoying this here. And War Factory first for both, it seems. Double ref is not a thing in TD for the aforementioned reasons. You've got your infantry being so slow that it doesn't really matter. If you exert pressure with a double ref build, you basically want to do it on a rush map where everything is super close, where the spawns are closer to each other. But not when there's a giant frozen lake around, or a desert lake around. With blue tips sprinkled around the edges as well. I like this, is a nice touch. Makes long distance mining a bit more lucrative. Oh, by the way, I'm so glad that the Tiberian Dawn construction yards have a smaller blueprint, because in RA this would have fucked you over, because those couple bones there, they're actually a terrain that's impassable and you can't build on there. That has fucked me over so many times. Just a little tidbit of information there. This time seems to be a bit more econ heavy and more stable build from DankMemes. But it's gonna be met by a rush of some sorts. Wow. One harvester, quadruple Humvees. This is gonna be a lot of pressure. And how does he respond? He's got one limping Humvee that's being held together by duct tape. Ooh, that's nasty. Now he can't even get out his harvester or whatever he's building there. And if he gets blocked as well, this was a comm center. Does he have the econ to do anything there? Well, MegaTank is broke, that much is for sure. DankMemes is producing something. Ah, okay, Rax. Rax is ready, so all he needs to do is wait for the 20-ish seconds until his guard tower or turret comes online. Plus, he's now got the advantage of having an early timed airstrike. If he makes this work, it's going to be really good for him, but he's not going to have any income right now. And this gives MegaTank time to catch up. So an interesting gambit that he's running here. And super nasty, the complete econ block is so annoying. Okay, turret coming online. With a wrong muzzle flash, by the way. Look where the shot's coming from. This has been an issue with turrets for ages in RA, but or NTD. No one's bothered to fix it yet. The muzzle flash is just positioned wrong. So anyway, scouts the comm center immediately so he knows what's up. There's going to be a tech rush inbound. There's going to be medium tanks probably. Maybe even moving out as an expansion. You never want to trickle in infantry. That's like the conga line of doom. Running into a Humvee. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna stay and kill some more of your infantry. Alright, you shouldn't have. That's so nice of you. Right, finally recognizing his mistake, cancelling any further before any further incidents occur at the workplace. Let's face it, Command & Conquer, workplace safety is not a big concern. Well, the Humvee's still there, just observing the airstrike, brewing up. Oh, and there's the first medium tank. Now 3 harvesters, no 4 harvesters. Where does that leave us? He's still ahead of MegaTank in terms of the econ. That just goes to show how the quadruple Humvee opener stifles your econ. It's gonna be so hard to come back from after losing 4 Humvees in the early game. Even if you've exerted some pressure, even if you've stopped the mining, you're gonna be on 1 harvester in forever. But it doesn't matter to him because he's going for a timing build here. Again, timing's so much more important in Tiberian Dawn than there are in RA. And that's so bad. Streaming in infantry. The conga lining has begun. Ooh. He's getting down the first tank. Needs to focus on the second one as well. Rocket soldiers currently moving. Oh, needs to focus out the rockets. That's so hard. Second medium tank goes down. And MegaTank is baiting with his medium. That's smart play. He's baiting the rocket soldiers in. And gotta get a harvester for his trouble. And as soon as you start bleeding harvesters in TD, you know you're in trouble. So not a very good start. It was a good start until it wasn't. That's basically the gist of it. I would like to see one of those harvesters picking up the blue tip. It's such an income spike, even if just for a short period of time. That's what MegaTank is doing here. By the way, he's just spamming turrets. And in TD, keep in mind, turrets have a, I think, 23 or 24 second build time. So, yeah, that's a lot of early commitment into static D. That's gonna limit his offensive potential right there. We've got another little dispatch and a little push brewing. Yeah, but it's playing so defensively. Again, MegaTank just going for his defensive play. Waiting for a mistake from his opponent, waiting for an overcommitment. And that might just be it. That might just be the overcommitment we're talking about, unless there's a good airstrike. If he gets an airstrike in here, like center, dead in the center of this. No, not pulling the trigger. Oh, it wasn't ready. What the hell? How far is it off? Right, so this is just strategy 101. You always want to couple your offensive support powers with a push. And he just missed the window by like 20 seconds. He pulled the trigger 20 seconds too early and is now rotating left. This is gonna cost him. Ooh, unless MegaTank also rotates left, which seems to be the case. No one seems to be dedicated to splitting up their forces. You can go for really good flanks if you just send 1 or 2 tanks around here and into the eco lines. Because you can't build turrets here. Like, look, you can build the turrets here, maybe here. But if a tank is sitting smack dab in the middle of this, it's gonna be a good position for him. Alright, now the focus fire needs to be good. He needs to focus out all the rockets with his rifles. Let's see how good it is. So far, pretty stellar. But can't engage into this wall of D. This is just giving him the big D. The static D that is. What is the Harvester doing? Going on a rampage? No, sir. I really don't like the lack of rockets there. Because that means you have to focus out individually every single unit. This is just too much field presence. Look, the airstrike was up this time. This was the perfect... Oh, that's too late. Must have fumbled the hotkeys or something. This is just too late. He could have had all that and more. He could have had his cake and eat it too. A misplay here by by DankMemes. He could have just bursted this position. Could have gone deeper. But hey, as it stands, he's about to defeat this push, but lose lots of assets in the process. And now the good old left-right game has begun. MegaTank faking an attack, feinting an attack from the left-hand side, and actually attacking from the right. But DankMemes is on it. He's adopted to the God Tower spam by adding his own God Towers to the mix. Alright. Good reaction here by MegaTank. And the first MRLS is up. Lots of advanced power plants. This build needs so much power. Needs like a geothermal plant, hydroelectric power plant right there. That's the only build that's gonna save him from his draining power issues. So there's 2 medium-sized armies. Whoever gets to go to town on the base first is usually the one who keeps the pressure up. This is now probably gonna force DankMemes into a reaction. This is usually how it goes, unless it just pushes through. No? Okay, there's the commitment. I dig. More gun turrets. Not the best timing. Also, focus firing on a rifleman. Oh, that's such a waste of taxpayer money. Not a single point of damage to the medium tank there. And, well, he should, by all accounts, be able to take this position out, but the airstrike is gonna be pretty good. Yes. Kills all the infantry, especially killing most of the rocket soldiers. Is so big, because now there is nothing left to tackle the mediums, really. Mediums, again, wasting most of their shots on minigunners, and that's really where the problems start to arise for DankMemes. He doesn't have much damage left here. Needs to sound the retreat, is gonna get caught off guard by, gonna get caught on the rocket soldiers as well. Yikes. The good old left-right game, this time sealing the fate with an airstrike, but so far decisively won by MegaTank. He's parked his rocket launchers offensively here. He's going on the aggressive, he's going on the hunt, he's smelling blood. Oh. The white shark and the red MegaTank smelling his prey. Now I would really like to see a tank flank. Just pulling 2 or 3 tanks off the front lines would be such a convenient way of dealing with the harvesters. Really, frontal assault is not always the best option, especially in TD. RA as well. Holds true for basically every single OpenRA mod. Holds true for RTS in general. But yeah, you can see here how punishing it is attacking into a fortified position. Well, he's still gonna push through. Oh, there's a Visceroid. I don't know how it spawned. It's not gonna have a long lifespan, but hey, it was there. It was a thing. I dig. Alright, so we're having the good old left-right game. And MegaTank losing another one. If you're oh, nice flank onto the rocket launchers. Zooks in the back lines, in the back armor, just short of killing the rocket launcher there. Good hustle. There's tier 3 on the way for MegaTank. There is no way he's gonna give up the pressure here now. As soon as he gets the first ion cannon in, he's gonna delete a big blob of DankMemes instantly. That's just, you know, the ion cannon is just a big fuck your army button. That's all it is, and it does such a wonderful job at that. It's so satisfying with a chunk. Just obliterating enemy forces, especially in concentrations. Alrighty. Harvester going down. And here's the tank flank I was waiting for. Finally, a bit more creativity than just knocking at the front door. Even though it's now better for medium tank because it's got artillery support via the rocket launchers. But like, how does DankMemes react now? He doesn't have enough mobile forces. Sure, he does have a couple of rocket soldiers, but Tiberian Dawn, buddy. Those are super slow as molasses. So first harvester going down. Second harvester taking a bad route as well. This is gonna be a disaster. As soon as you start losing harvesters and don't rebuild them, which is DankMemes so far has been pretty resistant to rebuilding harvesters. Not a big fan, it seems. This is all going downhill for him. Not like this. And just like that, the iron cannon is like 2/3 the way of coming up. And left with 3 harvesters is DankMemes. He's got maybe one last push in him, but his time has come. The clock's ticking. Knocking at the front door there with the rocket launcher support. Knock knock, motherfucker. Also taking the... That's not... I would not consider this a natural expansion. I would rather consider this... This is a risky expansion, because if you lose your position there, your opponent is gonna push you back all the way, and you're maybe even gonna lose an MCV in the process. So, fight or flight reflex triggered. Is it fight or flight? Let's see. MegaTank knocking at the front door, and... Alright, DankMemes is going ham. He's choosing the fight here. Oh, the airstrike is gonna be so good. That's the first good airstrike I see from him in this series. Fantastic! Obliterating the push. This might have saved him the game, or it might have just stalled for a bit. Ah, the conga line of doom strikes again. But there is so much... And the airstrike. Infantry airstrike. Wow. Those airstrikes have been lethal across the board. Except when they were from MegaTank, from DankMemes. Okay, down goes the comm center. Finally he's found the angle on the rocket launchers. They have inflicted a lot of damage already. And that's the last specks of army going down in the north. There is no way of coming back here for DankMemes, no matter how long he tries to prolong this for. He's on 2 harvesters, he's lost at real estate, and the base is sprawling for medium tank. He won the left-right game. That's all I can say here. It's a 50k over 17k. That's like triple the assets. Yeah, not looking too hot here. DankMemes has put up a good show, but in the late game he just faltered. Now there's also, keep in mind, there's now 4 harvesters mining at expansion slot over 0. This is a 4 over 0 harvester advantage. This is a 3 over 0 harvester advantage. Oh! Alright, taking down the gun turret here. This was, I think, 2 gun turrets with the iron cannon. The distinct sound here. Whomp. Orbital strike ready. And this gun turret, this single lonesome gun turret can't hold the line. This is gonna spell GG, definitely. Big cluster of units and yeah, power going down. Hey, he gets a nice little cash rebate. The 2-prong. APC's going down. He doesn't have the tech to build any medium tanks anymore. And I really have to say, with turrets you have to focus fire them. Time to rock and roll. Oh, my favorite unit. We're gonna watch this guy. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna do anything noticeable. GG being called. DankMemes putting up a good show, but in the end, being outclassed, punching above his weight class. First mammoth tank was coming out as well. Really, what went wrong? It was just MegaTank setting up a trap card and being like, you're gonna run into my defenses, right? And DankMemes was like, yeah, sure, buddy, I'm gonna run into your defenses. He did him a favor there. Did him a solid. Alrighty, that was a good series of matches. 2-0 for MegaTank. And good show, regardless. And yeah, as I've stated previously, Tiberian Dawn, I hope it's going to be rebalanced. I hope it's going to be my balanced proposal with the janitor coming out of the GDI weapons factory, cranking up the door, and it's going to take 10 seconds in an agonizingly slow animation, because that's what Tiberian Dawn needs to rebalance the airstrip problem or not. So anyway, thanks for watching. Tune in on the streams next Tuesday again. There's also going to be a big surprise waiting in one of the next streams. There's going to be 2 announcements, one of them being mod-based. A new project has been announced, not fully out yet. I'm not allowed to talk about it yet, but be hyped. And the other thing is, there's going to be a tournament for a yet unnamed mod sponsored by myself and probably hosted by myself, Ganon, and So Scared, which is going to come out in December. So stay tuned, there's lots of content ahead. 5 Aces, out.
Battle control terminated.